Well, Arnav, he was brought inside the courtroom at around 11:30. That's the usual time, at which every day he's brought inside the courtroom. 11:30 he comes in, and the first thing he does is that he gestures at the special judge, and the judge asks him as to what is it about, and he says he needs to talk to his lawyer for 2 minutes. The judge permits him. He speaks with Abbas Kazmi, who's standing right next to him, for like 30 seconds. After that, Abbas Kazmi addresses the court and says this to the judge, that Kasab wants to speak directly with the judge and that he wants to make some voluntary disclosures. To which the judge says, all right, fine, go ahead. And that's when Kasab says this one sentence, which, threw everybody into a tizzy inside the courtroom. He says that I accept to the crime, that mujhe ye gunah kabul hai. To which, there was utter confusion inside the courtroom. Ujjwal Nikam got up and said that, something like this cannot be permitted at a stage like this because... Well, Arnav, that's when, when the judge finally decided that, he does not really have to listen to what the prosecution or the defense is saying at that point in time, because the prosecution was actually, objecting to the fact that his plea can be recorded at a time like this. But then the special judge decided that he has to go ahead with the recording of the plea. And then the recording of the plea actually started. But then Kasab at that point in time, started with what had happened at the CST, and then he gave such minute details of how they got onto the CST, how they started firing, how they went on from one platform to the other platform, how they were following the instructions given by Abu Al-Kafa, so that, he keeps referring to Abu Hamza and Abu Kafa's instruction at every given stage, and he says that because Abu Kafa had asked us to go ahead and, behave in such a manner as in first fire in one of the rooms, then go to the next room, do not stay at one of the platforms for a long time, and that's the reason why we kept acting as per his instructions. So he gives a detailed account as to how, when their magazines got over, they sat down to reload, everything in great detail. Then he says after firing and throwing grenades at CST, and also how they planted a left bomb at the CST, and then they went over, crossed the road, came all the way to Kama, went on the 5th floor, they fired at people, how the people were hiding, and also, very interestingly, every time when he's giving these detailed accounts, he also talks about the witnesses who have come and deposed in the court. He says that he addresses the judge and he says, sir, do you remember the person who had come who was wearing a blue shirt? Sir, do you remember the father who had come to depose? Yes, this is exactly what had happened with him, but his version was wrong. This is the right version. So he's been giving every detailed account. He says how they went over to Kama, how they fired at people, how at every given stage he was following the instructions of Abu Ismail. And then he talks about the very important controversial incident of firing on Mr. Karkare's vehicle. He says that after firing at Kama, we came down and then we crossed over to the Rang Bhavan lane. There we saw a police vehicle coming towards us. And then again, a very, very crucial point that he makes, Arnav, in the charge sheet, it is said that the first firing came from Kasab and Abu Ismail onto that jeep which had Mr. Karkare, Kamte and Salas Karanage. Here Kasab said in the court, Arnav, that the firing had started from the police vehicle and in retaliation they fired. But then also one thing that I want to bring to your notice, Arnav, Kasab has been extremely smart while giving this entire account in the court today, because at every given point in time he talks about the detailed role of Abu Ismail. Not even once has he said that I myself fired or I killed this person or I pulled the body out. He just keeps attributing everything to Abu Ismail, even to the extent, Arnav, that Constable Omle, we know that he was fired at by Kasab's AK-47. To that also Kasab refused today in the court. He said that I just heard gunshots there. I was being beaten by the police. I do not know who fired at him. So everything's been very meticulously planned in his head, and after that he has come today to the court to give this entire version. But even right now, Arnav, the break is over and his plea recording is now continuing in the court. But at every stage, and the most damning thing that he said in the court today, Arnav, he says that when they set sail from Karachi, it was Abu Hamza, it was Abu Al-Kama, it was Abu Kafa, and one other name that he takes, that these 4 people, and Zakiur Rahman Lakhvi, these 4 people had come to see them off, and that they were given detailed instructions, and how they from a small boat, they shifted to a bigger boat. Then a third time they shifted to Al Husseini, and then fourth time they hijacked the Indian vessel Al Kubair and then shifted onto it. And how Amarjeet, you know, the Tandale of the boat, how he was killed. So every detailed thing he says, who killed whom, how everything happened, what each and every bag of the terrorists were containing. He talks about how 8 grenades, 1 AK-47, several rounds of magazines were filled in, and that at least 4 big bombs was what they were carrying with them when they had disembarked from Al Kubair near Budhwar Park on the evening of 26/11. Or no?